Good morning students, welcome to online classes. In previous classes we have learned what is matrix, types of matrix, equality matrix and how to add, subtract, multiplication of matrices. So in this session we have discussed a new chapter, that is determinant. First of all, we have to know what is determinant. So here is the definitions here. The arrangement of numbers in square form enclosed by the symbol 2 bar is known as determinant. So in determinant we denote a symbol this type, but in matrices we denote the symbol open bracket or we denote it close bracket. But here in determinant cases we denote the bar. So now take some examples. In determinant, arrangement of numbers in square form. Square form means, now suppose we take some numbers, that is 2, 5, 7, minus 1. So here we take 4 numbers. Now we have to arrange in square form. Square form means we arrange the number, suppose 2, 5 and 7 minus 1 and enclosed by the symbol this. So it is an example of a determinant. So we can arrange them in a square form. Square form means the number of rows and number of columns must be equal. Number of rows and number of columns equal. As you know, in matrices how to calculate rows and columns. So here, so it is an example of determinant. Now and take another example. Suppose A, B, C, D, F, G, L, M, N. It is also a determinant. It is an example of a determinant because here the arrangement of numbers in a square form. Square form means number of rows equal to 3 and number of column also 3. So in determinant, number of rows and number of columns must be equal. So here the example of determinant. So first example is called second order determinant because it contains 2 number of rows and 2 number of columns. So the example number 1 is called second order determinant. In example 2, we will numbering them. In example 2, it is an example of third order determinant because it contains 3 number of rows and 3 number of columns. So it is called third order determinant. Now take another example, suppose example 3. Suppose we arrange a numbers, suppose 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0, minus 2. Is it a determinant? No. Because it cannot be arranged in a square form. Some numbers are missing here. So it is not a determinant. Okay. Now let's start. In determinant cases, there are some points here. So let's start some points here. So we take here the note. First points are in determinant. Number of rows. So first we can write in determinant the arrangement of numbers are called, similarly in matrices we call elements, or we can say entries, or we can say constituent. So numbers arranged in a determinants are called elements, or you can say entries, or you can say constituents. Point number 2, in determinant, as you know, in matrices, the horizontal line is called rows and the vertical line is called column. So in determinant, number of rows and number of columns are equal. So take some examples. Suppose 2, 3, 8, 4. It is a determinant because in determinant, here the number of rows is equal to 2 because it contains 2 rows, and number of columns is also 2. So both are equal. So in determinant cases, number of rows and number of columns must be equal. But in matrices, number of rows and number of columns may or may not be equal. But in determinant, row and columns, number of rows and number of columns must be equal. Point number 3, if number of rows is equal to number of columns is equal to, suppose, n, because as you know, in determinant, row and column must be equal. So number of rows equal to number of columns is equal to n. So the determinant is called, n order determinant. Because it contains number of rows and number of columns is n. So it is called nth order determinant. Example, some examples, suppose this is an array matrix because it contains here number of rows equal to 2 and number of columns is also 2. So we can say it is a second order determinant. Similarly, if a determinant 3 number of rows and 3 number of columns, so it is also called third order determinant. In your syllabus, we have to expand second order and third order. So let's proceed to second order determinant. So evaluation of second order determinant. First, we have to know what is second order determinant. Second order determinant means a determinant having 2 number of rows and 2 number of columns. So it is called second order determinant. As you know, second order determinant means in determinant number of rows and number of columns is also 2. So some examples, suppose A, B, C, D, two elements contain, and it is a second order determinant because it contains 2 number of rows and 2 number of columns. Now in this second order determinant, how to evaluate, how to calculate? Now this is a method. In second order determinant, we cross multiply two elements. That means if multiply A into D, then D into C. So if we calculate, then A into that D minus BC. As you know, it is a course in your class 10 in second order, how to evaluate second order determinant. So here in a second order determinant, we calculate AD minus BC. We have to calculate cross multiplication. Now take some examples. Suppose 2, 3, 5, 7. So in these examples, similarly, you can multiply both sides, cross multiply. So you get 2 into 7, that is 2 into 7 minus 3 into 5. That is, calculate 14 minus 15, and that is equal to minus 1. So that is the answer in this determinant. Now take another examples. Suppose 1i minus i1. It is a second order determinant. Now cross multiply. Then we get 1 into 1, that is 1, minus I into minus I, that is minus I square. So if we solve them, then we get 1 plus I square. As you know, the value of I square in first year, the value of I square is minus 1 in complex number. So if we put the value of I square is equal to minus 1, so we get 1 plus of minus 1, that is equal to 0. So in determinant, in this determinant, the value is 0. Now take another examples. One omega square omega 1. Similarly, calculate 1 into cross multiply first. 1 into 1, that is 1, minus omega square into omega, that is omega cube. And as you know, in first year, the value of omega cube is also 1. So if we put the value of omega cube, so we get 1 minus 1, that is also 0. So here is the solution of these examples. So in this way, we evaluate second order determinant. Now, next to proceed, evaluation of third order determinant. So it is an important part. Evaluation of third order determinant. First of all, we have to know what is third order determinant. Similar definition: a determinant having three number of rows and three numbers of columns. That means number of rows and number of columns is also equal to 3. 3 number of columns, then it is called third order determinant. That means third order determinant means number of rows and number of columns is equal to 3. So now take some examples. Suppose A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2 and A3, B3, C3. So take examples here. In this determinant, there are 3 number of rows and 3 number of columns. So it is a third order determinant. Now, in this third order determinant, how to evaluate, how to calculate the third order determinant. But in third order determinant, we can evaluate it in 6 ways because it contains 3 number of rows and 3 number of columns. So that is 6 number of ways we can solve this. Now, take first some sign of this. So here the sign of these elements, that is first plus, minus, plus, alternate way, we can take alternate way. So plus, then minus, then plus. Here the positive sign, next minus, plus, minus, and with the positive, then we get alternate way, so we get plus, minus, plus. If you sum arrow, then we get, if we a diamond sign, in diamond sign touch the value by or touch the elements which are negative and others element are positive. So here the sign of the elements. So in first row, you can see in first row, first element is positive, second element is negative, and then positive. So in determinant, in third row determinant, it can be expanded in 6 ways. So let's start it in different ways. Now in this determinant we expand along R1. First we expand this determinant along R1, means we evaluated with the help of R1. So in R1, look at this sign. In R1, first is positive, second is negative, and then is positive. So as we expand along R1, so it is in R1, and the sign of the R1 is first element is positive. So here A1 is positive. So you can write cross A1 or simply A1. If A1, we take A1, so in A1, number of rows and number of columns if deleted in mind. So we get, if we in A1 contains rows and columns deleted, so we get B2C2, B3C3. Similarly, as we expanding along R1, so first element is A1, then second element is B1, and the sign of the B1 is minus because the next value is negative. So it is minus B1. If B1 the contains rows and column deleted, B1 and number of rows and columns containing B1 if deleted, then we get A2C2, A3C2. Similarly, another term, another values, that is C1, and the sign of this C1 is positive, so plus C1. If containing C1, if they deleted this containing C1 rows and columns, so you get A2B2, A3B3. So here, if we containing the value C1, so we delete in C1, so you get A2B2, A3B3. So first of all, third order determinant converted to second order determinant. In how to evaluate second order determinant? So here we calculate the second order determinant. So A1 into, if calculate, then B2C3 minus C2B3. Similarly, minus B1 into, as you know in second order how to calculate or how to evaluate second order determinant, minus B1 into A2C3 minus C2A3 plus C1 into A2B3 minus. So here is the solution of third order determinant, but it can be evaluated using one way, that is R1. We expand along R1. Similarly, you can expand along R2 or R3 or C1 or C2 or C3. Now take another examples. Similar questions, but we expand the above questions along R2. We expand this determinant along R2. So In R2, here is the R2, row 2 that means. So in R2, the signs are first is negative, then positive, then negative. So the sign of the first value is minus A2. If we deleted the number rows and columns of this element, if the rows and columns of the elements, we get B1 C1, B3 C2. Now another element of R2, that is B2, and the sign of the B2 is positive, so plus B2. If we cancel the rows and columns containing B2, so we get A1 C1 and A3 C2. A1 C1 and A3 C2. That means we have to cancel in manually rows and columns containing the elements, the given elements. Now another values, that is, as you know, expand along R2, first value is A2, the sign is minus A2 as you the sign of this given expression. So minus A2 plus B2, and then the third element, that is C2, and the sign of the C2 is minus, so minus C2. So if we expand, then if we cancel the elements, rows and columns, this element, so we get A1 B1, A3 B3. So first third order determinant converted to second order determinant. Now we find the value of second order determinant. Minus A2 into B1 C3 minus C1 B3 plus B2 into A1 C3 minus C1 A3 minus C2 into A1 B3 minus B1. So here is the solution of this determinant. Expand along R2. Similarly, you can expand along R3, C1, C2 and also C3. Now we take expand along some column here. Suppose we expand the given determinant along, suppose, C2. We can expand in 6 ways, but we expand only 1, 2 or 3 example. So here we expand along C2, that means C2 means column 2. So here is the column 2. Now we find the sign of this column 2. The sign of the column 2 is here. First is plus, then plus, first is minus, then plus, then minus. So the sign of B1 is minus B1. If we deleted rows and columns containing B1, so we get A2 C2 and A3 C3. Next, the sign is positive, plus, that means the value B2 is positive, so plus B2. If we delete the rows and columns of containing B2, so we get A1 C1, A3 C2. B2 rows and columns we deleted, then we get A1 C1 and A3 C2. Now the sign of the B3 is minus. If we delete rows and columns containing B3, so we get A1 C1 and A2 C2. Now if we expand them, first third order determinant converted to second order determinant. Now we evaluated, so we get here A2 C3 minus C2 A3 plus B2 into A1 C3 minus C1 A3 minus B3 into A1 C2 minus C1. So these are the procedure to evaluate third order determinant. Now take some examples to understand clearly. Suppose 2, 1, 3, 5, 1, sorry, 5, 6, 4, 0, 7, 8. So here we have to find the value of the given determinant. How to evaluate or how to solve the determinant in third order cases. So in this determinant we can be expanded or we can be evaluated in 6 ways or 6 different ways, but we can solve it only any ways. That means we can expand along R1 or R2 or R3 or C1 or C2 or C3. In all that way, but answers are same. So in this example, we expand along, suppose R1. We expand this determinant along R1. So first, in R1, these are the elements, that is 2, 1, 3. And then we have to find the sign of the determinant. In R1, first is positive, so plus 2 into, we can deleted rows and columns containing 2, so we get 6, 4, 7, 8. And then the second element is 1, and the sign of the 1 is, according to rule, negative, so that is minus 1. And if we deleted rows and columns containing 1, then we get 5, 4, 0, 8. And the third element is 3, and the sign of the third element is plus of plus 3 into, if we deleted row and columns containing 3, so we get 5, 6, 0, 7. Now we calculate that. So as you know how to calculate second order determinant. So here is the cross multiplication, 2 elements. So 6 into 8, that is 48, minus 28, minus 1 into 40, minus 4 into 0, that is 0, plus 3 into 35, minus 0. So 2 into 48 minus 28, that is 20, minus 1 into 40, plus 3 into 35. If we multiply 2 into 20, that is 40, minus 40, plus 105. Now cancel 40, 40, then we get 105. So here is the solution of the determinant. Now check then another way to expand this determinant. Is that correct, the answer or not? Now take same examples, but we expand along, suppose column 1. We expand along column 1. Let's start. If we expand along column 1, so here is the column 1. So these are the elements in column 1. First, we understand the sign of the column 1. First is plus, then minus, then plus. So the first element is 2, that is positive. So 2 into, if we deleted rows and columns containing 2, so we get 6, 4, 7, 8. And then the next value is 5, or second value is 5, and that value is negative. So minus of 5. If we deleted the rows and columns containing 5, so we get 1, 3, 7, 8. And the third one is 0. The sign is plus. So plus 0 into, we cannot write this because if we multiply 0 to anything, any number, so we get the result 0. So we cannot write the other determinant. So if we solve them, 2 into 6 into 8 to the 24 to 48. 48 minus 28, minus 5 into 8 minus 21 plus 0. So 2 into 48 minus 28, that is 20, minus 5 into 8 minus 21, that is minus 30. So if we multiply, so we get 40 minus or minus, that is plus 30 into 5, that is 65. So we get the value of 105. The same answer. So we expand along R1 or R2 or R3 or column 1 or column 2 or column 3. So in this session we learn what is second order determinant and what is third order determinant and how to evaluate second order and third order determinant. Have a nice day.